Yo, what's going on? So I've already made a few videos about common misconceptions that people tend to have in old school, and I've seen these types of questions come up in Discord, clan chat, YouTube comments, and some of these things are things that I've been wrong about myself, so my goal with this video is that at least one of these will be able to help you out in one way or another. So here are 5 common misconceptions people have in old school RuneScape. Starting off, the first one is related to the Ring of Wealth. And I talked about the effects of the Ring of Wealth in one of the previous misconceptions videos, but this time I want to focus on how they get charged. Rings of Wealth hold 5 charges which allow you to teleport to a variety of useful places, but how do you charge them? Some people think that you can buy a charged Dragonstone jewelry scroll on the GE and charge them that way, but if you try doing that, you'll get the message saying that you don't have any jewelry that the scroll can recharge. It will charge any other enchanted Dragonstone jewelry, and it will charge the whole inventory, but it will not charge the Ring of Wealth. The only way to charge the Ring of Wealth is not at the Fountain of Heroes in the Heroes Guild, but at the Fountain of Rune in level 47 Wilderness. All you have to do is use your Ring of Wealth on the fountain, and it gets its 5 charges. But just watch out for PKers, and don't forget a level 30 Wilderness teleport out, because it would be a pain having to run all the way back. The next misconception is about World 65, which is the high risk world. And when you try to hop to this world, you get the scary warning reminding you that it's a high risk world, which probably makes a lot of people stay away from it. And there are PvP worlds, which means you can PK anywhere. And then there's also PvP high-risk worlds, which means not only can you PK everywhere, but you also can't use the Protect Item Prayer. However, World 65 is not a PvP world, it is only a high-risk world, which means that it's meant for people who only want to PK in the wilderness, but want to have the high risk applied. The only thing that high risk means is that you can't use your Protect Item Prayer. So if you're doing any activity outside of PKing in World 65, then you have nothing to worry about, because the only difference between World 65 and any other world is that you cannot use the Protect Item Prayer. Okay, so probably one of the most common misconceptions that has floated around RuneScape for years and years is that using the egg launcher, or cannon, will lose you points in Barbarian Assault. And that is not true. You will not get any negative points for yourself or your team just for using the egg launcher. And it also won't take away points from any other players just because their creatures get killed by the eggs rather than the player with the corresponding role. And real quick, I'm just going to play you a clip from a RuneScape Mythbuster stream from a few years back.
Yeah, you're right. The answer is false.
You could use the cannon. You do not get any less points if you were to not use the cannon. You just spend more time trying to complete the wave, which is not really necessary, really.
Right. So you know what's going to happen now is people are going to be in Barbarian Assault. One person will be in the cannon. One guy's going to come up, stop using the cannon, you're wasting our points. He's be like, no, go watch the Mythbusters YouTube video.
So this has been proven over and over again on YouTube and Reddit and all kinds of forums, and it's even been confirmed by JMods themselves. And I'll leave the links to these sources in the description if you'd like to check them out as well. The next misconception is about when you're doing diaries. So if you complete any higher tier diary, then you won't get the rewards or benefits from it until you completed all the tiers below it from that set. So for example, if you complete the medium wilderness diary but not the easy wilderness diary, then you won't get any benefits at all from it because it'll act as if you have none completed. Or as another example, say you have the easy, medium, and elite diary complete from a set, then you'll only get the benefits up to the medium diary because you'll still need to do that hard diary to get the benefits from the elite. So if you are trying to grind out one of the higher tier diaries, then make sure you have all the requirements and everything you need for the lower tiers and get those done as well. And the last misconception is about bursting neck rails. And when you burst them, it's generally assumed that you're going to be using Protect Melee the whole time. And when most people burst, they just use the best magic armor they have, which tends to be like Mystic or Aram's. If you have Ancestral Robes, then this is going to be completely irrelevant because the percent bonuses that you get from those will outweigh anything else available, and plus money probably isn't that big of a concern to you if you can afford Ancestral. But neck reels have extremely low magic defense, and because of this you're actually able to use Proselyte to burst them, and you won't miss out on too much damage, and you'll get a lot of extra prayer bonus. And I know that some people are aware about using Proselyte already, however there is actually one option that is better, and that is using Vestment Robes. And Vestment Robes provide magic attack bonuses while giving you a prayer bonus as well. And it's really cheap compared to Aram's. You can pick up a set for under 200k. And I want to give a huge shout out to another YouTuber, Smallexplamp, for the video that he made about this. and I'll link his video in the description, but he goes really in depth about the XP and GP rates from bursting with different armors, and make sure you check out his channel as well. His videos are sick. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope it was able to provide some insight and help you out in one way or another. But I just want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you again tomorrow.